today. From Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Detroit Lions. The Lions offense ready to go to work here in this NFC divisional round matchup. And the focus of the offense all season long has been this man, their star running back. He has been exceptional.
And what a spot here, playing for a chance to go to a conference championship. This has been an offense that's played at a really high level all season long, thanks in large part to his contribution. But he's got a tough task ahead of him because this is a defense that we've seen be able to take out the top weapon on the other side.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 123 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, look at the juke. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there, with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions are off to a 13. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 38 yards on the scamper there.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. Might he be on his way to a record-setting position? On first down, Goff. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open.
There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. So we've come upon halftime. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, what a move. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason. A look at the running check the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A beautiful. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And some room to maneuver. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Stays on his feet. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 27-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Gone. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those masked.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Nifty move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 32 yards as his guys have open. Time for another look at this Lions offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 28. That one good for 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll be out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. They have all but booked their ticket to the NFC Championship game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They juked him. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat them. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's the NFC Championship game. As we'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions versus Jacoby Brissett and the Washington Commanders.
The Lions offense ready to get started in this NFC Championship game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Gets around him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 107 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. A little juke. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions have taken the lead. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, it's kind of fitting. A couple days ago when we met with him, I said, what is it about your running game that's so effective? He said, I like to tag myself as elusive. He was pretty elusive right there.
And his teammates appreciate that because they know they don't have to hold their blocks for very long. As one of them told us, if I just breathe some bad breath on the guy in front of me, that's all I need to do, and he's gone.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Lions have taken. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Able to slither by. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first half. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree because they know the stake.
There he goes left side. And he'll be taken out of bounds all the way down near the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Ooh, with a juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now he's loose again. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this. Detroit's offense ready to take over. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Williams, a man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Shifts by him, and running with power here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 72 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Another shot now for this Lions offense. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, nice move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 10-yard line.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Dances by him.
Still going. Now look out. to the 20.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.
Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. We'll see Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Detroit Lions.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The CD, the Bengals, they're back for the second time in 3 years, looking for that first ever Super Bowl title.
Can you believe they're 0-3 in the big game? 2 losses to the Niners in the 80s, 2 really tough ones, and a loss to the Rams in 2022. Their motivation, sky high. They're ready to bring that first title back to Cincinnati.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, it might be a state holiday in Michigan tomorrow if they can pull this one off. Their first ever Super Bowl appearance as they try to win their first NFL title since 1957.
Oh, I love how you announce. I love how you like to govern as well. A state holiday? Absolutely if they pull this one off. And remember, this team trying to win, as you said, their first title since 1957. If they pull this off, it officially buries the Bobby Lane curse.
The Lions offense heading out here in the big one, the Super Bowl. And the focus of the offense all season long has been this man, their star running back. He has been exceptional.
The thing I really like about his game is his ability to shift into whatever is needed on any given carry. Does he need to be fast to the corner? Does he need to be bruising inside? He's a chameleon as a running back, and that's said in the most positive sense.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A nice little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Good footwork at the 30. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting ahead at the 15. Taking it right down Broadway. Oh, good move. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see. Yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 211 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. So they had it bottled up, able to make a man miss, and then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on, so plenty can still happen.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
2nd and 5.
Here's a give up the middle. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line and well short of the first down marker. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes left side.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Lions will extend their third quarter lead here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Here's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Lions are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Touchdown, Detroit! A great effort there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Lions have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for them here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrate it.
Scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.